Hello, my beautiful Voidian Children, and welcome back to our life. I just got done biting my nails because why not? But now they're bothering me. Why did I do this? Anyway, as I was saying, welcome back to our life. Continuing. We spotted Mom first, reclining on the couch. She held a magazine in her hands, which she was pursuing through. Morning, Mom. She looked up at your greeting, a smile instantly appearing on her face. They changed it. There were upgrades. Holy moly. She didn't have a bun before. I know she didn't. Good morning, Ryan. Thank you for coming down. Ma's at the door with Cove. He can't stay over today, unfortunately. Why don't you go thank him before he leaves? You nodded and made your way to the front of the house. Just as she said, Ma was there making conversation. She must have heard you because she looked over her shoulder. Her clothes are different. Look who finally made it. Morning, sleepyhead. Ma reached forward. You knew she was about to pat you on the head. She was taller than average for an adult woman. At your height, you were absolutely tiny in her eyes. You let her do it. You happily let her do it. You tilted your head to a side to dodge. You pushed your hand back and laughed. You pushed her hand back and groaned. You stood by patiently and indulged your ma's wishes. She gave you 2 small pats on the crown of your head. You're the last one down today. You know that? Life isn't a race. Morning. I was going to stay longer, so you're welcome. Sorry about the wait. What did you get? That's all. You really are a sleepyhead right now. With a small laugh, Ma stepped aside. Cove was just as you remembered, exactly how you came to know him to be. Oh my goodness, he's so freaking cute, bro. Sorry. Oh, good lord. Stupid bangs. It's a little better. And I just realized, because you made yourself taller the last time when I was playing as Katori, he stood upright because you were on the same height. But now he's sitting down because you're short. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Good God. He leaned uncomfortably to the side of the doorway as the longer strands of hair idly drifted with the breeze. His features were pinched in embarrassment, and he shifted from one foot to another. He was holding what seemed to be a much talked about gift. At the glance, you figured it must have been a bouquet of flowers, and you gave it a real look. No, instead, it was carefully cut fruit. It seemed to make a lot of sense that it was actually came from Cove's dad. You had suppressed a laugh at this showing. You couldn't imagine how many folks buying that sort of thing for your own personal enjoyment. That kind of arrangement was built for presentation, likely to impress whoever was inevitably going to receive it. It seemed no matter how long you lived here, Mr. Holden would keep going out of his way to be neighborly, and Cove would always be roped into participating. Gay as hell. At the sight of you, Cove smiled, but there was some nervousness to it. Hey, you smiled back. He's so gay, bro. You couldn't help thinking that you had first met Cove and how you became such good friends. Luckily, though, you were starting to have different feelings for him. Hey, it's nice to see you. Yeah, you too. His grip on the base of the gift tightened as your heartbeat sped up. It's gay as hell. It's gay as hell. Even if neither of you had spoken about it, both of you were aware something new was growing in your relationship. It was already shaping up to be another long summer. The best part was that the two of you had plenty of time to spend together and explore what was developing. just as gay as I remember. His awkwardness over the task started to creep back in as Soko nudged the gift closer to you. He was ready to be relieved of it. Your hands brushed over his just slightly when you took your hold of the base, his flinch enough for you to know with certainty that he noticed it happen. When it's cheesy, but it's funny. I just realized something. Oh, fuck. Couldn't help but smile to yourself. And with that, the gift was accepted. Well, that's everything. Though he said that, he made no move to go. You could tell he was reluctant to. Thank you, thanks. Gay as hell. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I saved it because that's not the route I want to go, but I'm curious and I want to see. He's so just like, you bitch. I'm not trying to be. I hate my son. I know it said it's not the route I want to go, but I'm keeping it. Look at his face. Oh, good God. Just thank my dad for all this, okay? Haha, right? Mr. Holden's behavior really was different from any neighbor you'd ever had, though after 5 years you were used to his antics, and since you made up your mind on what your opinion was. He was nice, he was sort of funny, he was pretty weird. You didn't like him, he was great. He was great. Huh? Nah, he's great. Anyways, we love Mr. Holden. Though there were some things people didn't like about Mr. Holden, you didn't mind them and liked him quite a bit. Your thoughts were quickly interrupted by a shout. There you are! You shared a confused look with Cove. As one, both of you stepped through the front door onto the neighborhood street. It didn't take long to locate the source of the noise. You spotted Derek, just a few yards down the road. He ran up to you. You were happy at the time. You were confused at the time. You were displeased at the time. Well, if he's a friend, we're going to be happy to see him. Like, why wouldn't we be? Like, Derek was certainly a welcome guest in your neighborhood. It was a pleasant surprise whenever he showed up. After stopping a couple steps away, Derek hunched over to catch his breath. I'm sorry, I just like his design. I always have. I don't even know why I like Derek's design. I miss Slow still, though. Why'd you have to replace Slow? I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it, but either way. Then he looked up with a wide grin. Hey, Guy and pal. Oh, 'cause we're non-binary. I only did that 'cause it's YN. Stay hydrated, kids. Drink water. That's not a request. That's a threat. I was just at your house, Cove, but no one was there. Should have figured to be at YN's place. Do you ever spend time in your own home, or are you just always there? Derek laughed at his own joke. He either didn't notice that it was embarrassed Cove for the embarrassment, what he was really actually laughing at. Derek turned to you. He was going to say more when his eyes widened and he gasped. What's that? You followed his gaze, unsure, and you realized what he meant. You were still holding Mr. Holden's gift. This is kind of like a bouquet of flowers, but it's made of fruit. Nice. Can I have some? Sure. Derek grew more excited by your words, bouncing on the balls of his feet. Awesome. And then he nodded his head as if to clear it. Anyway, that's right. I came here because I needed to say something big. He paused, possibly for effect. There's some other kid here in Sunset Bird. Cove was as surprised as you by the news. Such a reaction made sense. No one was around your age, had moved here since Cove did 5 years ago. Oh gosh, that kid. I was like, is it Flo the last time? And it was that kid. And I was just like, you are a complete disappointment to the world. Were they with their family? Maybe they were cutting through. Nah, the new kid was all by himself, just walking. Did you talk to him? Nope, I came to report the sighting right away. The kid had green hair, glasses, was pretty small, and seemed really upset about something. I hope he didn't leave. Casually describes Cove. You blinked. Slowly, you looked over to your longtime neighbor. That sounds a lot like you, Cove, when you first got here anyway. Oh, yeah, I guess that was me back then. Derek snickered good-naturedly. I can see that really well now that you say so. But what'd you say? What do you say? Let's go find Cove's look-alike. We should all meet at him. I'll do it. Sure, I want to see who this person is. Derek grinned. Then he pointed down the street, the way he came. Last I saw him, the mystery visitor was going this direction. Nothing else needed to be said. The three of you were off, with Derek leading the way. Derek brought you to the beach, and as a trio, you made your way down the shore of the old playground. You walked to the familiar path. It was a comfortable silence. When you were almost there, you spotted the kid in question. His bright colors almost shone like a beacon beneath the rays of the sun. He's gone. Scuffled around, kicking up the sand as he paced. It was true, he certainly seemed upset, but you didn't think he was sad, like you had pictured originally. No, his erratic movements and scrunched-up expression, he came off angry. You started to have doubts about this expedition. Maybe it'd be better you left him alone and let him sort himself out. You shared a look with Cove. He was equally reluctant to start up a conversation. Derek didn't feel the same. He waved proudly, calling out to the boy. Hey, guy, over here. I fucking hate him so much. The kid whipped around, an impressive scar carving deeper onto his face. His eyes were tired, but a strong, hostile energy still radiated from him. Behind the fucking wall. It's the bowl cut that gets me up. No one ever looks good with a bowl cut, and you cannot convince me otherwise. What? What is it? What do you want? The sharp tone made Derek flinch. He shifted on his feet. What's your name? Jeremy? Was that it? No, I'm Derek. That's Wyatt and Cove. We were just walking around and saw you. We wanted to say hi. There aren't a lot of kids our age in the neighborhood. Yeah, so it's cool to see someone else here. Strangely, Jeremy grew furious by your response. If steam could erupt from a person's ear, it would have happened then. They did bring me somewhere stupid, of course. I knew it. What? My parents. They're the ones who brought me here. I didn't walk to this town. Can you not figure that out on your own? Right. My dad brings me to Sunset Bird, too. when he has to come for work and all that stuff. It's not bad. He said, "Shut the fuck up." This earned him a glare from Jeremy. Derek winced beneath it. Glancing away, it was a struggle to remain friendly with this Jeremy guy. Fuck off. I mean, I wouldn't want to come here for a real vacation, probably either. That's an understatement. This doesn't count as a vacation. It's a waste of time. A chore. My parents' family is nearby, and we had to come see them. If they're your parents' family, doesn't that make them your family too? I guess. That's a pretty good reason to come by. Did you want to go somewhere else? No. Jeremy crossed his arms with a huff. He turned away. They should have gone by themselves, since they care so much, and left me home. But I'm allowed to be by myself. I'm not allowed to be myself. It makes no sense. They're the ones who don't know how to do anything, and I'm the kid. He kept quiet. You should have talked about your parents. Shouldn't talk about your parents like that. Sorry, I must have stuck being forced to do something you don't want. You just say hello. We just said hello. You don't have to keep complaining at us. Calm down. You don't have to yell so much. Who peed in your cereal this morning? I kind of want to go the ballsy teenager route. Cole's like, God damn, and Derek's like, I think it was the best response he could have given. Look at their fucking face. Okay, I'm good now. I'm good. Maybe. God damn. Why is this so funny to me? I don't even know. Jeremy's lips curled up as his face contorted from anger to horror. Why would you think of something like that? It's disgusting. Somebody's got sand up their vagina. We're good now. I'm sure we're good now. It's just an expression. He took a deep breath. Your thought for one hope for a second. Derek seems to be rooting this on. Go is just like, excuse me. He took a deep breath. He thought for one hope for a second that maybe he was calming himself down. He was not. So what? He's putting it in people's heads. I don't want to have to think about it. And someone's brainless might decide it's a good idea and accidentally do it. Accidentally do it? What does that mean? Accidentally pee in somebody's cereal. Jeremy, you're a fucking dumbass. There are some real stupids out in the world, you know? Like you? You're all living proof of that. Hey, we're not stupid. I'm smarter than you. How are you going to prove that when you're just saying one moronic thing after another? You turned to Cove, lowering your voice. The two of you aren't that similar after all. Jeremy must have had a good hearing, though, because he caught the private exchange and scoffed. Of course we're not similar. My eyebrows aren't stupid. Boy, get your bitch. Cove's cheeks flushed crimson at the insult. You couldn't be sure if it was out of embarrassment or anger. Maybe both. Come on. What? No, cozy eyebrows is so cool. How can you say that when you've got a oh my god, I have to. I have to, because bowl cuts don't look good on anybody. Yep, it's embarrassing and awful, but my parents made me. I won't have to have it when I'm older. Your parents must fucking hate you, Jeremy. I don't know what he's gonna do with those things, except maybe shave them off. Probably should. I bet he looked less done with no eyebrows. You just rolled your eyes, you crossed your arms, you patted your... Attack the bitch. We're gonna attack the bitch. I'm very okay with this route. With your fist balled, you made a quick step forward. We bold as hell. They're like, hey, you. Chill. All of them are just like, hey, yo, baby. This kid definitely deserves to get his ass kicked. We're good now. He made it clear that his words wouldn't work, leaving you to resort to action. You weren't sure what would happen, but you couldn't let this stand. They're like, hey, yo, chill, bro. We do not resort to violence we do not resort to violence. I'm sorry, but I wanted to see the kid's ass get kicked. Derek and Cove jumped in to stop you before you reached him. They each grabbed you by the arm, still jamming, and instinctively stumbled backwards. He practically fell over. We said, oh shit. We're good now, I promise. If that's all you can do about what I'm saying, it's proving that I'm right. You're brainless. Maybe a little, but you made fun of one of my friends, so it's gonna get your ass kicked. You were annoyed the other two were against you on this and got in the way, though the action you had been able to get was still worth it. Wow, what is wrong with you? Instead of taking offense, Jeremy only parroted Derek's words in a nasally voice. Wow, what is wrong with you? Wow. Shut the fuck up, Jeremy. This is dumb. You're just afraid you're gonna get your ass kicked. And like, that's what you're afraid. Jeremy stuck out his tongue and sulked away, throwing more sand everywhere as he went. You watched him go, hunched over, until he became a speck in your vision. Silence reigned in his wake. The three of you tried to process what just happened. I can't believe it. What a mean kid. Derek wasn't kidding, and by the sound of those earlier complaints, the new boy, Jeremy, was going to be in the area for at least a little while this summer. Derek sighed in dismay, plopping onto the ground. You followed, and Cove did shortly after. There wasn't much else to do. This sucks. I was hoping we would meet someone fun. Hang out, maybe. He shook his head. After a moment, he slowly turned to you with a hopeful expression. But you know what was really improved from that day? What? He didn't respond. Instead, he just held a hand to point right at the fruit arrangement that you were still holding. You know what would have really improved the day? If I could have kicked his ass. You'd completely forgotten about it during the mini drama that unfolded. You'd gotten used to the wait. You're about to kick a kid's ass with a fruit basket in hand. Bam, bam, fruit flying everywhere. I'm retarded. Glancing over to Cove, you noticed he was eyeing the fruit. He must want some too. Derek perked up immediately at your words. He reached over for a skewer, hesitating slightly once he was inches away. Are you sure? You nodded. With an eager grin, he plunged on the prime row of fruits. Cove grabbed one for himself after him, only you were without a skewer of your own. I think the most popular option would be the melon. Wait, it's not a watermelon though, it's a melon. People like pineapples. People like grapes. I think one should choose a strawberry. Fuck. The strawberry was bright red and beckoning you. It was the obvious choice, first choice. Derek ate a pineapple skewer enthusiastically, finishing him within moments. This is amazing. Cove continued munching on his, making a small noise with his mouth full. Hey, you two remember the land before time? Yes. I love that movie. The fruit things make me think of it. The dinosaurs are all like the leaf that was shaped like stars. Why did I say it like that? Tree stars. Yeah, chopping leaf looked so delicious when they did it. And there was that scene with the pretty trees, and all the dinosaurs came and picked everything off them until there was nothing. That's us right now. Awesome. I love that movie. I've never seen it. If you don't say you love that movie, there's something wrong with you, and that's what we're saying. Me too. The three of you continued like this for the next few minutes. Eventually, the display was barren and looked weird when devoid of fruit. Hey, we weren't supposed to eat all of it. It did make you feel better. Eating it all really made you. We went from anxious and scared to bold and bossy, and I absolutely love it. Yo, we changed. Derek was right. It was so good. You were already brightening up from the earlier drama. Hey, Ryan. Yeah? The two of you met eyes casually. Were you seriously gonna hit that guy? Well, he had it coming. Ryan, that's so bad. We don't condone violence here. Y'all do not condone violence, but when somebody be talking shit about my friends, they gotta get their ass kicked. That's all I gotta say. I thought it was cool. Yeah, because I was defending your honor, you gay-ass motherfucker. What? You're both crazy people. You knew when Derek said things like that, he wasn't serious. He liked you and Cove. Yeah. Derek then leaned back on his arms. He contemplated the sky with a content sigh. Then you should let me beat his ass, Cove. That's all I gotta say. So, are you both ready for summer break? Yeah, no, I'm not sure. Are you? How's someone supposed to be ready for a break? Cool on you. Wish I could stay the same. It feels like there's a lot to plan for. What about you, Cove? Are you ready? I think that depends. Before you could say anything else, the light atmosphere was shattered. Hey, Wyatt. You glanced over your shoulder to see your sister. She strode closer and closer, appearing not too pleasant. I've been looking all over you. Ma said you and Cove ran off with the thing Mr. Holden brought us. She leered over, her arms folded. So, where is it? Well, it's gone. What do you mean, gone? You moved over to the side of her face completely. She zeroed in on the bouquet in your hand, which was now populated exclusive with dripping juice and the tiny flakes of leftover fruit pieces. Her mouth dropped and opened, her tone rose. Seriously, Iron? What were you thinking? It was supposed to be for all of us at home. She glanced at Cove, who sat beside him, continued mockingly. Even if you're the most important person in the household to the delivery boy, this was up to his dad. Shut the fuck up. Seemed everyone was in a mood to tease you and Cove today. Within moments, Cove's cheeks flushed red. He picked up a hem of his shirt, finding it very interesting. It'd be like that sometimes. He always became nervous when Elizabeth would strike out your relationship. Sorry, Elizabeth, get over it. Well, this morning was kind of a disaster. We were hungry. It wasn't us. I have to. Elizabeth narrowed her eyes, not all deceived by your response. Oh no, I think I hear a mean kid coming back. We better get out of here. Elizabeth blinked, confused, and looked around. What kid? I don't see anyone. Derek didn't bother explaining. He just launched to his feet and ran off. Cove hopped up too, gladly taking the opportunity to exit the situation. He followed after Derek, and he sent a look to you over his shoulder. You turned to watch Elizabeth. She stared back, brow raised. I think I'm going to end the video there. I love you guys. It's going on pretty long, but I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.